What's good? It's your boy Guapafina, and we back with another video, man. I got a juicy one for you guys today, you feel me? I'm coming with a story time, you feel me? All my story times, I'm gonna start doing them. I'm saying all my story times as if I've ever done a story time before. This is my first time doing story times, but all my stories are 100% legit facts. Like, I got people who know me in real life watching my videos, so I'm not gonna be jumping on this cap and I'm gonna get called out. You feel me? So some people might not believe me, but if you don't believe my stories, that's just a reflection of yourself, because that just means you haven't really been in the field. Like, some of my stories are so crazy, it's something that like you probably think will only happen in GTA. Like, this is not no Grand Theft Auto, we talking real life, you feel me? Anyways, I know y'all been bored quarantining and everything. You should be quarantining, social distancing, self-isolating. To be honest, I've been doing that for the past 2 years. Not quarantining, but I've been social distancing for the past 2 years, because I don't even want to be around everybody's energy and all the stuff that's going on. I don't want other people's energy to affect my life, you feel me? I want my life to be a product of my own environment, not a product of somebody else's energy, you feel me? So I know y'all are bored, so I'm gonna drop this story time for you guys, because you guys are probably waiting on a parody, waiting on some sort of video. I've been ghost. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, I've been running GTA, trying to set up my heist, trying to get rich. You know, I was playing GTA on PS4, I was rich. Now I'm on Xbox and I'm broke, you know, so I'm trying to get back up there, you feel me? And 2K20, to be honest, it's kind of, I don't even need to say it, y'all know it's boring. So it's like, I jump on that, it feels like I'm working when I'm playing 2K. It's like, all right, I'm gonna do a 2-hour shift playing 2K. Boom, after 2 hours, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna jump back on later. It's like, I can't just play and just have fun for hours, right? 2K just not like that. It's like, I really just be jumping on just to make content for you guys. And without further ado, let's get into it. All right, now, let me rewind the clock. It was about, oh, shoot, I almost dropped my mic. It was about 2015. I think it was 2015. I was around like 17 or something like that. I can't remember, bro. The time just be flying. I can't pinpoint how old I was at every year. Like, I don't focus on that. So I think I know for sure I was like around 17. I was either I just finished high school, because my birthday's late, right? So I just finished high school, or I was finishing high school. It was the end of like somewhere over there, all right? So when I was 17, I got my first car. But at the time that this happened was like a couple weeks after I actually got into a car accident. It wasn't my fault, somebody hit me, so I didn't have my car at this time. And like, I was paying for that cheap insurance where when you get into an accident, it doesn't even cover no rental for you. So I had no car. All right, so I was linking up with this thought, you know, this thought bot wanted me to link her at the Walmart. Not the what did I say, the Walmart? She wanted me to link her at the malls, you know? And you know those thoughts that you wanna mess with them, but you don't want nobody knowing that you're messing with them just because they're thought. You wanna just do your thing on the lows. You know how these girls are, they always be talking, trying to tell everybody, oh yeah, he's my man, but in reality you only want one thing from her. You just wanna be low key, you know? Those thoughts that try to put you up on their Snap story, their Instagram stories, you gotta cover your face, or better yet, don't even let them post that. If they post it, you know, make them delete that. Those type of thoughts, you feel me? So whatever. Basically, I didn't have my car, right? So I was trying to go back to my crib, but I wasn't trying to hop on the bus, because the public transit, like, there's too much people who could possibly see me with the thought, right? So I called one of my drivers, right? And when I say driver, I'm not talking about like a taxi driver or Uber driver. Back in the day, those times, everybody started getting their cars. Like, you know, I was around a lot of people who are fortunate enough where their parents gave them cars, and there are a lot of bored 17, 18, 16-year-old kids with cars just driving around, and I'll just call them like, yo, I need to be dropped off here. I was the plug, like, you know, I wasn't like a super plug, but let's just say I was the neighborhood pharmacist, you feel me? So I would just get rides and then give them like, you know, some whatever they wanted, a little, like, you know, $5 worth of weed or some, you know, $10 a gram, whatever. I'll smoke them up on a blunt or a spliff or whatever, drive me here, and, you know, money moves. Anyways, so I called one of those guys. I called a bunch of them, see which one could come quickest. You know, one of them was in the area, so he slid through to the mall, you know, he picked me up, everything was blessed, everything was Gucci, you know, so I'm getting a ride home, you feel me? Let me just give you a background. Not really a background. That sounds like I'm a Jake, a Fed. I'm gonna give you a background. So basically, the guy that picked me up now, he was on house arrest driving his car. I think his car wasn't even insured or nothing. Like, he was just whipping like hot boy style, you know, on house arrest, whatever. All right, so he pulls up, he picks me up. I'm driving home now, and this guy's on house arrest, but he drives by the police station. Like, I don't know who does this. Like, I don't understand. Like, if you know you're a hot boy and you're on house arrest and you're hot, like, why you driving past the police station? You know, in GTA, when you see all the little blue dots on the screen, and if you're wanted, now all of a sudden you have like 5-10 more police after you. You stay away from the police station when you know you're going through some legal problems and the police are after you, or you're on house arrest. Y'all might say, okay, if he's on house arrest, why doesn't he have the ankle monitor? All right, let me just drop some education on you young boys. You feel me? Not everybody who's on house arrest has an ankle monitor. I don't know how it is in the States, but in Canada, you actually have to pay for that ankle monitor. You're renting it. It's like, I've never done it, so I don't know the exact price. It's either like $400 a month or $800, or it's something like, for the first month it's $800. You have to pay $400 to install it, and they have to install the perimeter of your house or whatever, and then it's $400 every month just to have it, just to rent it. And basically, yeah, you just have to pay for your freedom. But most people that get put on house arrest, you just have to get your sureties come, which is like your parents or whoever's bailing you out. They sign for you, they put up the money, whatever, and you just have to stay home. They don't put you on an ankle bracelet, because not everybody can afford that, right? Usually the people that get ankle bracelets are the people who are in like serious cases and the court doesn't want to let them out, so they offer the ankle bracelet, and they just to show like, yo, you're in a serious case, you know, we're not letting you out unless we know 100% you're gonna be at home, because they know people who are in house arrest and they don't follow it. All right, so we drive past the police station now. What are the odds when we drive past the police station, a police pulls out, and it's the same officer that's investigating the guy who's driving the car, and it's just the universe telling him he needs to stay home? Like, what are the odds? So now we're getting pulled over now. The sirens go on, but this guy's not stopping, right? He was already stopped at the red light, and the police put on the sirens, and he just gunned it, bust a left turn, started speeding down, was going a 40-kilometer zone. He was going like 140, and he got away from the police officer because it was a girl, right? You know, these girls can't drive, like, it's different. Like, guys will more keep up with you, but them girl police officers, you can dust them easy, no badges, you feel me? So anyways, so we got away, but this guy is he's scared, right? So he's still going fast, you know. Let me just set the setting for you guys. It's like 4 p.m, 3 p.m, like all school's just finished, and like, you know, the streets are busy. It was like a single way, like one way, one direction, one way the other direction. There was stop signs, you know. He was running the stop signs, he was swerving around vehicles, you know. He hit a curb, and then he hit a tree, like the bar that's connected to the tree, and then he hit a green box, like, you know, those green boxes where everybody used to chill out on back in the day. He hit one of those green boxes, and then we slammed into a crib, and then we bounced off that crib and hit a next garage. It was crazy. Like, you might think this is all made up because it just sounds like way too crazy, but like, I swear on my life, like, that's what happened. We hit 2 cribs. I don't know how we hit 2 cribs, but we hit 2 cribs. The green box, a tree bounced over the curb, you know. And then as soon as everything hit, basically while everything was happening, and I noticed he was losing control because he had no power steering on his wheel, his steering wheel, and he was losing control. I was in the back seat. I was just holding on to the 2 bars on the back of the seat. I just put my head down like, yo, I hope this guy doesn't crash and end my life right now. I'm there making a prayer to God that I don't die right now, you know. And then we start hitting everything. Boom, the car stopped. After, you know, boom, boom, bow, boom, boom, bow, boom. Windows smash out. The car stopped. Everybody in the car just got out. I realized that I was still alive, right? So I just got out too. The thought was in the middle, and my brethren who was on the right side of me used the thought's head as a springboard and bounced off of her head with his foot and flew out the front seat. You know, and I flew out after I started running. Then I realized I didn't have my phone. I looked down the street. There's no police in sight. So I'm like, all right, I have time, right? So I run back to the car. I see the thought. She was like Kate in the whip. So my first instinct was just to slap her as hard as I could, right? Because if she's just Cade, maybe she'll wake up. But if she's dead, then she's just gonna you know, lay there, right? So I slap her as hard as I could, and then she woke up, right? And I'm like, yo, get out the whip. We have to go. Boom. So I'm helping her out the whip. And as soon as I get out the whip, I look down and I see police coming, sirens. I'm like, oh my God, I'm not going to jail, right? I didn't even do nothing. I was just trying to get a ride home. Not today. So I tried to use my brain on them, and I tried walking in the direction that the police were coming so I could pretend like I'm not even part of everything. They seen the car just there, the car got ditched, and then I'm with the thought, and I'm just walking towards the police with the thought, acting as if I don't even know what's going on. I'm a civilian. Boom, they hop out the whip, guns, you know, they had their guns pointed at me, telling me to get on the floor. I get on the floor, and then they don't even stay with me. They start running like towards the other people. They're trying to catch the other people, right? They see that we're not a threat, we're not running. So I just go on the floor, and then when he starts running away now, they start running the other direction. I get up, and I'm starting to walk away. I'm like, yo, let me just try to make a run for it. I'm not even trying to get in no trouble right now, you feel me? Boom, more police come. A girl police comes. She was like more compassionate because she seen I was with a thought. You know how females get when with other females, like they're more nicer with other females. And so the police officer came over, was like, oh, do you guys need medical attention? Da, da, da. I'm like, yeah, you know, she's mashed up, like her head is mashed up, she needs to go to the ambulance. I'm there trying to act like I'm a good guy, like, you know, I am a good guy, but I'm trying to act like I'm not involved, like I didn't run, you know, I'm helping the thought, you know, whatever. So she calls the ambulance, and I'm like, okay, you know, I'm not getting arrested. We going to the hospital. Everything is Gucci. So long story short, 2 guys got caught. They got beat up by the police, because when you run by the police, you get beat up. Their face got beat up in the snow and everything. The next guy got away. After the crash, the police had went into the trunk, and they found like a whole bunch of weed in the trunk, and these times weed was illegal. So the police were coming down on the girl, like, you're gonna get all this time, tell us everybody who was there, all the information about them. And she started singing like a bird. You know how these girls be, you know, singing. Only solid girls keep it solid, but you know, most of them aren't solid. So my boy that got away actually got arrested because of the snitching thought. All those charges dropped off of everybody except for the person who owns the car, because that's how it works. If you get charged with something in somebody else's car, most likely the charge is gonna drop off you, and the person who owns the car, who's driving the car, it's their problem, right? So yeah, moral of the story: protect your energy, stay away from these thoughts, and stay away from these hot boys, because you know, people's bad energies could just come into your life and just drastically affect your life. You could even lose your life over it. It runs that deep. So stay woke, stay safe. It's your boy Rapafina, and we out.